Всем привет! Вы смотрите игровой канал корпорации Umbrella, и с вами JB, Вестник Контраста в игре Dragon Age Inquisition, специально для игрового канала корпорации Umbrella. Итак, в предыдущей части, которая длилась у нас меньше 10 минут, мы разобрались с Блэквеллом, который оказался Томом Ревиен. Бля, выговоришь хер. И у нас осталось последнее задание. Астрариумы. Все мы везде все сделали, да? Бутылки мы не все нашли, сука. 2 бутылки не нашли. Кружки гномов мы нашли все. Ворота шестерни мы нашли все. Драконоборец убили всех драконов. Да бля. Ориентиры. Все найдены. Мозаики, сука, не все собраны. Жертва собрана, вторжение не собрано. По всем долам. Падение тоже не собрано. Архидемон не собрано. Свободные рабы не собраны. Регионы. Регионы должны быть все собраны. Да. Осколки все собраны. Стилизация Скелхола не все. Семена не найдены, знамена, окна, троны, кровати, все занавески, вообще 2 песни. 3 песни не найдено. Сейчас это все будет вот это тур. А нет, только это. Окей, двигаемся по сюжету. Там у нас Калин и Жозефина еще разбираются с последствиями храмовников и Блэквелла. Но мы движемся по Плоды, гордыни. Выбор.
With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Еще один повод его
I
остановить.
won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for him? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers? At least half of them.
Then what should we do?
Работаем сообща,
We'll
товарищ.
overcome it. All 3 of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence, but the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this illuvion.
Подтвердить. Кто? Дориан. Кассандра. Саус. Маги не демоны. Способность инквизитора. Магистр ремонт. Дорогой Диметрий. Дема. Откуда я знаю слово Дема? Так, что происходит? Что ты такое бросила? Завещание пишешь? А, это союзники, это типа разведчики, шпионы. Ну это Калин с войсками. Сука, где мы?
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lord, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Найдено головной лагерь Инквизиции. Чё? Где мы вообще? Все, пошли, клоуны.
Your faith in your commander is well placed, Ambassador. Victory is all but in sight.
With Orlais Imperial Guard joining us, it was never in doubt. Corypheus has been seen in the fray. Will you not consider moving further from the front line?
Сука, как отсюда выйти?
We cannot send our
Леди
subjects where we
Монтелье,
ourselves fear to tread. All Thedas will see Orlais stand triumphant with the chosen of Andraste.
As your majesty wishes.
Сдается, мы вообще не туда идем, да? Или...
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him. I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pathos?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
Ну что ж, понеслась. Ну вот и первые вражины. Вы выстоите, молодцы. Офигел, что ли? Сука, там кто?
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Угу. Придется, сука, нам что, не сюда или сюда, но как-то по-другому спускаться надо. А чё, если бы я так хотел спуститься? Ну, сука, сейчас весь яд пройдет. Я уже прошел. За диван! За диван! Какой диван? Зачем диван?
There, ahead, an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
С какого хера ты тут вылез? Пошел вон.
Were we just attacked by elves?
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Чё, бля, где второй кордон? Там чё? Что это за хуйня, блин? Кто это? Красное чудовище. Кто там еще? Достигните последнего кордона. Вперед, к последнему кордону. Сука, куда ты выстрелил? А вот и храм.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Any chance Corypheus will finally grace us with his presence?
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting
Морриган,
here.
да.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
It cannot be.
Across the bridge! Now!
Что сейчас это было такое? Амулеты. Что-то я не понял. Источник скорби, корифей взорвался, корифей снова появился, дракон прилетел. Но это не дракон, это демон, архидемон. Архидемон прилетел, а эти, сука, что за дебилы пробежали через мост перед нами? Что за дебилы?
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a well of sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You were guessing. Corypheus might not be after this eluvian. It might not even be here.
Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Сука, ты на корифее
Let's
работаешь.
find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability.
Что это за...
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
Не очень
Vague
помогло.
translations of knowledge and sorrow don't fill me with confidence.
Supplicants to Mathal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Do not step any place you have stepped before. There can be no vacillation. This is where petitioners walked the path of their gods.
It is where they paid fealty to the gods. I have seen it, in the Fade. Only the reverent were permitted to touch this ground, and only in solemn contemplation.
Well done. Let us see what awaits. I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Ой, простите. Угу. Ой, что мне взяло, сколько корифей на меня так действует? Что они тут делают опять?
Hold them off!
Сколько это подвал?
might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
Вот, правильный вопрос. Окей, еще в
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Какие ритуалы? Пошли давай. Чтобы открыть дыру, выполните ритуалы.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
Я куда пошел? Я и так пошел твои ритуалы выполнять. Чтобы знать, что это за ритуалы. Твою мать. Сука, это все, что ли? Пол. Твою мать. Твою мать. тут еще что. Да, подожди. Че, я не понял. Я поджег все твои печати, что тебе еще надо?
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Отлично, идите к следующему ритуалу. Сука, где он? А чё с первого раза не? Мозаика с Джуном. Он вон там, твой Джун. Нахер он оказался?
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
Он наверху, но нам туда не попасть, да, здесь. Где, сука, лестница наверх? Так. Прикольно это все, но, сука. Твою мать. Ладно. Твою мать. Все. Сука, у нас в начале осталась хуйня недопройденная. Да ёптыть. Ага. Окей, все. Пошли.
Everything is lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
А здесь следующая часть храма. Серьезно. Чтобы знать, где, сука, это.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Смертных казней здесь проводили. Сейчас как вылезут всякие уроды.
We're being watched.
Vernavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Morrigan!
One stayed behind. Our guide, I suppose.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
Куда идем? Источник скорби искать. Чё за хуйня? Чё за херня? Нам чё, не сюда, что ли? Сука, где это наш проводница? Все, я ее похерил. А вот она стоит. Банутая.
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
We can always ask our hosts.
I will leave that to you.
Так опять где-то не там свернул, что ли? Нет, сюда идет. Как бы побыстрее это можешь? И мы сюда же пришли, сука. Только другим путем, лошара.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Куда дальше? Ты идешь, инвалидка?
The Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
Vir sumil.
Бля, я думал, нашу эту проводницу с книжкой грохнули. И чё, типа? Чё, типа, ты остановилась? Типа, мы пришли.
Well of sorrows. So Mythal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
How has such magic lasted?
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium. I need it. Kill them all. Take them. Bastards!
Как это кого хуйня колотит?
Watch your flanks! pay for that!
Кто-нибудь делает что-нибудь? Нет? Самсон вообще, кроме меня. И я, походу, тоже ни хрена не делаю.
You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Abelard!
Скомориган.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas. His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
It's yours.
Пить надо, сука, а не купаться в нем.
Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can... The Illuvian!
Through the mirror.
Плоды, гордыни. Чё за хуйня?
It is done.
pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly. At Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Окей. Куда побежал? Подожди. Самсон. Самсон у нас... У нас тут дегенераты вернулись с заданий. Калин и Жозефина. Жозефина поэтому ходила. Суд над Самсоном. Пусть будет Калин. 13 минут. Получены награды. Что типа здесь все нечего делать, да? Эролден. Суд над Самсоном. Что, бля... Изумрудная могила. Агентам Инквизиции удалось выманить Карла, красного храмовника, одурачившего вольных граждан Доллов. Держится победу серьезно. Сука. Окей. А поговорим мы с Морриган и со всеми нашими уже товарищами в следующей части. А также уничтожим красного храмовника. На этом данную часть мы закончим. Надеюсь, она вам понравилась. С вами был, как всегда, JB. До скорой встречи. Увидимся уже совсем скоро в следующей части. Пока-пока.